Everybody, and welcome back to Odin's movie blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. How is everybody doing? Looks like we got us a slow Saturday. We got 7 people in here already, but thank you for those who have joined us on time. I know that I was late, so I know that I wasn't on time, but what is going on, peeps? So first off, let me give a huge shout out to my patrons to get this party started. A Great Jedi, Adam Shawhan, Dave Bob, Delete System 32, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Weeder Dog Clan, Greta Zenner, Harold Francis, The Hunka Chunka, Funky Monkey, Inflamed Wood, It's a Trap Productions, Jason Clark, Jeffrey Toon, Clafis, Laura Story, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, The DJD Show, Those Two Ball Guys, Tina B, and Wolfgang Lounge. Thank you very much for being patrons. That's right, it is a NFL night, so I should have taken that into account. I know it's not the World Class BSers or any of them, because I know that they're doing a solo stream starting around 9 p.m. So they were the smart ones. They decided to pick it a little bit later. I decided to pick it as soon as an NFL game was going live. So that might explain why there are people who aren't here, but I figured that I might be okay. Oh, the Chiefs beat the Colts. That's what I suspected was going to happen. But let's see, we got the Cowboys and Rams a little bit later today. I know that we have one person in this chat right now who definitely wants those Cowboys to win. But I still predict the Rams will win. It's not that I want them to win. It's just that based on record, etc., it seems like they would be the team to be able to win. So it's going to be interesting to say the least. Dave Bob is here. What is going on? Dave Bob, Steph is here as well. Tina, Big Daddy Sunbeam, of course, is here as well. Greta, hello everyone. And Odin finishing up trivia. Sounds good, Greta. It looks like it's going to be a very light night tonight, but that is okay. These nights tend to be the lighter ones anyway. But it is what it is indeed. We shall see what will happen. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know why I just sang that. But how are y'all doing? How is y'all Saturday night going? I'm sorry that I started late. Once again, Freya is not feeling well. Just randomly hit her. We had just put, it was chicken, sweet potatoes, and, oh gosh, what was the other one? Celery? No, it wasn't celery. It was something else, something that she was eating that I wasn't eating. It was something green that I wasn't going to be eating. So that's the reason why, that's what we were doing beforehand. All of a sudden she became very sick, and so I wanted to make sure I was able to get it out of the oven and also make sure that she didn't have to get out if she wasn't feeling well. She's still not feeling too well, so I've got the pups with large, giant chicken bone things behind them, which they are just loving right now. So it should last them the whole stream. I would definitely hope so, but we shall see what indeed will happen with it. This is just kind of weird. This is a weird Saturday. At first I was like, oh my gosh, am I getting that double notification thing again? Is it just that I'm not showing up to certain people? But no, this is it. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Steph says, okay, on voting for the Ravens category number 2, crap world building, I'm blonding out on what? On that. So crap world building, meaning that it could be a movie or it could be a person, but obviously that person would be connected with the movie as long as it came out in 2018. So for example, one person I would say, or one movie that I would say has crap world building would be Crazy Rich Asians. Some people would say Black Panther. I wouldn't personally. I think that the world itself, Wakanda, was pretty damn cool, so I wouldn't say that. But just things like that. So basically, if there's a world, you could say Solo was a crap world. I think that a lot of people would agree with you there. So John Kasdan, you could also say for Solo. Basically, it's a film that the world building itself, the world that the film exists in, is awful, is poorly put together, which I guess goes more so on writing, but you could easily just put an entire film in there as well. So yeah, that is one. I'm very sorry about that. I did not get a notification. Dave Bob says, no wonder. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a hell of a lot more sense as to why that is happening, because that is normally the case when it comes to YouTube. So let me go ahead and tweet it out one more time just because people might not have gotten the notification. We are live. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. Oh, YouTube. That would explain a lot, because I mean, normally it is, but we are live. I just saw Peabody put in there saying, when do you start? So, yeah, looks like YouTube is screwing up again, which there's no surprise. because that's just what YouTube does. YouTube doesn't care about creating an environment that's good for, you know, content creators. It's just all about, man, oh man. But I'm glad, Steph, that you got it. So yeah, it sounds like some people did not get the notification. So that means that we might have to have a delayed start to the movie, which I'd rather not do. But if no one's getting the notification, and there are people I know that were interested in seeing Labyrinth, then it's going to be a very, very complicated time. I don't know why I didn't notify people. God, I hate YouTube. I hate YouTube so much. Patrick McDuff, what's going on, bruv? Yeah, but see, if Patrick McDuff isn't the first person in here, then you know something's wrong with YouTube, because as soon as that notification goes live, boom, Patrick McDuff always gets it first and is always in here, and it's always like, when I know that, I know it's a good day because I know the notifications have gone out. So obviously something was off today because of the fact that he's coming in late. So, and obviously I started late too. So looks like we might start to finally get some people filing in. I don't know what the heck's going on with YouTube. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's just so frustrating. It really is. Like, and YouTube doesn't care. Like, they always say, "Oh, we're working on it. Oh, we'll look into it." It's like, no, you're not. You don't care. You're making your money. You know, you're ripping off people by taking 30% of any super chats that go their way. And it's like, why should you get that money? It's like, what have you done to be able to deserve anything for that reason? So, Peabody, what's going on, man? Sorry you didn't say Yivo. Thank you, man. Yeah, no one's getting the notification, and it's really starting to tick me off. Yivo says, I did not get a notification. I checked, and it seems the bell unchecked itself for me. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay, well, now is so, all right, here we go. Live tweeting, guys. So, YouTube, I just went live, and my community is telling me their bells were unchecked themselves. Why do you hate content creators? Please just answer me that. That's right, I'm salty. And sometimes maybe that's the reason why they don't get back to me, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be salty and honest with them than not. And they can't stop me. So, hashtag YouTube rewind, because let's just remind you of how that was a travesty. And then let's see, what would be a good GIF? WTF, maybe? Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Gotta go for this. Gotta go for the Steve Harvey GIF, y'all. All right, there we go. It is tweeted. So if you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen it. Tweet that we are live. I did, Steph. I did do that. Greta says, my bell is still checked, but I didn't get a notification. Also had to click on the link on Twitter to find the live stream. Really? Okay. So it's not showing up on, is it not showing up on my page? Is that the problem? That's weird. That's so bizarre. Big Daddy somebody says, yes, something is wrong on YouTube's part. Still not getting anything on my subscription feed. Really? Because what? Because I'm on, let me see. I'm on, all right, I'm on another account. Yeah, it's not showing it for me. So basically it's at this point now. Also, John Joseph Gray IV, thank you so much for joining the channel. So basically, Greta says it might now that you're live. I was thinking the same thing, but here's the thing. So normally when you go live, it shows up in the subscriptions, and there's like a little like red box next to it and everything. And normally it also is in your subscription feed. I'm on one of my other accounts, like the Welcome to Asgard account, and it's not showing up there. But then as soon as you go to the actual Odin's movie blog page, then it says live now. So that just doesn't make any sense to me at all. What? I am so very, very confused. I am so very, very, very confused. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's so weird. My bell is clicked. All right, glad to hear that. Big Day Something says it's up on your page for me at least. Been this day all day, says Frank. So you're saying that it's been like this all day? Is that what you're trying to say? I can't find one you don't have to pay for. Yeah, unfortunately, Mary, I don't think there is one that you don't have to pay for unless you use some other nefarious means that I don't have information about, unless it's on your phone. There's an app called Showbox that's usually pretty good with that kind of stuff, but that means we have to watch it on your phone, which is never ideal. All day been doing this YouTube. Oh, Frank's been doing this all day on YouTube. Yes, Frank has been busy. Frank has been busy all day, modding stuff, being on streams, doing all kinds of stuff. Frank is a very, very busy pup. I wish there was an option where in the actual like live stream you could actually just send out a notification. Like, that would be wonderful if you could just do that. I don't know why it didn't, though. This is so weird. It's on privacy is public, so it's not like it's hidden from anybody. That just doesn't make any sense to me. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I know that Streamlabs just updated, so it could be a Streamlabs issue. It could be a Streamlabs issue. I'm still going to blame YouTube because, I mean, it's more likely than not going to be a YouTube issue. But I also think, no, YouTube has been messing up all day with not doing notifications. Oh, okay, Frank, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying. All right, well, that makes a whole lot more sense. Okay, so then it's not Streamlabs. All right, at that point, then it must therefore be YouTube, which again makes total and complete sense to me because YouTube is just known for screwing people over. And so looks like we're gonna have to delay the start of the stream, though. I guess. I mean, I don't want to delay, but also, if no one's getting a notification, it makes a lot of sense as to why people aren't jumping on. So that's very upsetting. Tina says, I haven't seen a notification from anyone today. Okay. Gotcha. All right, so I take it back. It's not a Streamlabs, which is nice to know. It's always good to be able to narrow down where the problem's coming from. Patrick Woodhouse says, Discord is how I found out about the stream. And that's the reason why I had the Discord. That's the reason why I say follow me on Twitter or on Discord, because that's where I post links to videos and where I post... That's interesting, though, because I'm amazed that anyone even watched the videos that I posted today if the damn notifications aren't working. That's crazy. It also would explain why it was a little bit shorter. Let's see. What else we got? That's so crazy, though. Yeah, good old YouTube. Let's see. But yeah, people still saw the video that I made today, on The Rock responding to that fake interview that was posted. And it's so funny because so many people like just didn't actually do their like Mecca Random like admitted to making a mistake like when she made her video because the truth had not come out yet. So had the truth come out, she wouldn't have made the video in the first place. But there are people who are posting on my video trying to act like it's still a thing, like The Rock actually said these words. It's like, no, they didn't. They deleted the damn story once like The Rock came out and was like, no, this is completely false, which is kind of hilarious when you think about it. At least when talking about this, damn thing. Tina says, I was meddling on your channel and saw the videos had dropped. Glad I knows. Oh, really? That is so annoying. That is so damn annoying. Wow. Let me see if there's a bigger problem. Let's see. YouTube notifications. Let's see. YouTube has been so bad the last couple days. My love stream views are a fourth of what they're supposed to be because notifications suck. Why is this happening? Third day in a row, not one person gets my notifications. So my live stream didn't send notifications. Yep, sounds like everyone is having that issue today. Man, that sucks. Man, that sucks. That's awful. Now I have this new stuff down here for Streamlabs, though. What is this? Schedule stream? No, I don't want to... What would this do? Okay, well, that's kind of convenient. That could be convenient. Okay, Streamlabs might be making my job a little bit easier down the line. Now it's saying 0 people are watching? What? What's going on? All right, the live page says 12. But the Streamlabs says 0. It doesn't make any sense. Celtic Dave. Well, hello there, Odin and friends. What's going on, Celtic Dave? How's it going? I guess the bell thing was just me weird. Well, Evo, you're not the first person that's told me about that because people get unsubscribed randomly. The bell gets unchecked randomly as well. So it actually makes total sense to me. See, the problem with this, though, is that for channels like mine that are smaller, that are not like these 100K plus channels that people are going to be like paying attention to, and the followings are so big that you can get the word out much faster, it's not going to affect them nearly as much. But as you saw, like there were some people on Twitter who were saying that their sizes were like a fourth of what they normally are, so it's still taking into taking a cut into some larger channels too. But it really sucks for smaller channels like mine because how are people supposed to find out about it or learn about it if it's only showing up on my page and the only people I can contact are people that follow me on Twitter, which not everyone uses Twitter, or on Discord, and not everyone uses Discord. So I'm lucky that I have you guys here, and I have amazing Valkyrie, and I have an amazing group of people that are able to follow me and stuff. But man, this is frustrating. Elder Kayuga says, Odin, most of the time I just re-click the bell to get notifications. It works most of the time. Well, that makes sense, but you shouldn't have to do that, Elric. Like, seriously, that's what frustrates me so much, is that you shouldn't have to do that. They shouldn't make it that difficult for subscribers to be able to find out when people are posting videos. Powder Duff says, Odin, I see the live stream on your page, but it's not in my subscriptions. Interesting. I said the same thing. Yeah, so I noticed that from my page too, that it was doing that as well. So that is extremely frustrating. So Hypern, I'm glad that you could find it. I'm glad that you could find it. Mary, I'm glad that it wasn't too bad of a rental. But I don't know when we're going to start now, because knowing that there are no notifications, I don't want to start and then people come in late. So let's start at 7:20. Let's let that be the let's try and start at 7:20. Let's give people another like 14 minutes, like 15 minutes or so, just to see if that's going to be enough time for either YouTube to finally set out a notification, maybe, or at least for people to get the word out, or find the notification on Twitter or on Discord, etc. So at least that way people have time. Patrick Duff says, it would be nice if there was a YouTube alternative that is better than YouTube. I agree. And obviously people usually say, oh, well, you could go to Twitch, but Twitch has its ups but also has its downs as well. So it's really not a viable alternative for a lot of people. And so, I mean, it would be great if there was an alternative. Unfortunately, that just doesn't seem like it is the case. But all I can say is if people like Jordan Peterson are able to make a Patreon alternative, then it might not be too long that we finally get a YouTube alternative, one that actually puts more control in the hands of creators, one that actually maybe even lets advertisers have a lot more direct contact with content creators. I think that could be really cool. Maybe a group that doesn't take too much off the top, that has a reasonable expectation. Salto Dave says, where I got all my notifications from? Discord. I mean, that's why I always recommend get in the Discord, follow me on Twitter, because YouTube is so unreliable. And, it's so funny because it always reminds me of my students when they ask me, oh, well, oh yeah, would you ever, if you ever got really big on YouTube, would you quit your job? And I'd say, hell no. YouTube could go away tomorrow. YouTube's not guaranteed anything. And they don't ever really think about it. Like, all of them have this dream now, especially since it's a big thing, of becoming the next big streamer, becoming the next PewDiePie. And it's like, okay, PewDiePie could quit YouTube tomorrow because he's been able to build a brand that he's able to sell, and he doesn't really rely on YouTube anymore. But for everyone else, for most other people who still rely on YouTube to get the name out there and ad revenue and all that stuff, can't do that. Hiram says, pretty sad to hear Glass with bad reviews. I was going to say the same thing. However, the people that are giving the reviews, I find suspect. See, normally what I try and do is, you don't just look at the percentages. You don't just look at the Rotten Tomatoes percentage. You always want to look and see what the actual reviews themselves say. And from what I've read of the reviews, I still have a lot of hope for this movie. And I think that it has still a lot of potential nonetheless. Now, of course, am I worried? Am I probably not going to like it as much as I should? Probably. But at the end of the day, I have a lot more hope for it than otherwise. Because if you know anything about some of these critics, they will condemn something for any given reason. For a great example of this is the reviews coming out early for Punisher Season 2 are, there's a lot of negative reviews because they don't like the fact that there is a character that is violent and uses guns, and so they have to. It's like this within their DNA that they have to give it a bad review. They have to find something about it to be able to say, this is the actual thing I'm complaining about, when in reality, it's nothing more than the fact that it's violent. So, yeah, you always want to take reviews with a grain of salt. Mary says, Crapola, hopefully they'll be able to come in soon. I only got your Discord notification. Well, Mary, I'm glad that you got it regardless, because it's the very sorry I had to let the puppies back in. No problem, Steph, at all. But Mary, I'm glad that you at least got the notification, unlike it looks like most of the people who follow. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, this is really frustrating. How in the world did anyone find my channel today? So it sounds like basically you had to manually search for something. So I guess I picked a good topic for people to look into. Lord. Daybob says, you have to have options, something to fall back on. As Dirty Harry says, a man's got to know his limitations. Very true. Very true, Daybob. It's always good to have options. There should never just be one thing. That's why we used to be against monopolies. And we still technically are, but then you look to Google and Apple and Disney, and you're thinking to yourselves, I guess they're technically not monopolies, but they're getting close. Disney, at least, is getting very, very close. Apple, not so much. Maybe not to the same extent, but definitely Disney. Evo says the stream shouldn't be in my sub feed, right? Because it isn't. It should be in your sub feed. See, that's, yeah, so Evo, that shows that there's a problem on YouTube's end and explains why you probably also didn't get the notification. Because normally it's going to show up in your sub feed, and also you'll usually get that notification as well. Patrick Randolph says, "Oh, and there is this great YouTube channel I enjoy that was forced to delete 90% of all of its videos today due to the entire channel getting demonetized for no reason." Oh my god. Wow. That's ridiculous. I'm always afraid that's going to happen. I'm always afraid that someone's going to be like, "Oh, because you've used articles in your videos, you have to take them down and you can't get money from it." And I'll be like, where, why are you waiting until now? Oh my goodness gracious. They're so ridiculous. Eric, what's going on, bro? We are struggling to find people. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think my dog, Willow, finished her bone, which is ridiculous because this bone is gigantic. Willow, have you seriously finished? How? You're a monster. Oh my god, it was a giant chicken leg bone. Like, dense, it like had heft to it. When I was bringing them in, it was like it had so much heft to it. And she finished it in like 25 minutes. River's like barely, like maybe a fifth of the way through it. Lord, you're crazy. See, Hypern says, Green Book was really great. Finally, I see a great autobiography for once, and it was funny. And you know what's so funny about that, Hypern? I'm glad that you mentioned that movie. That movie is getting attacked by a lot of SJWs because they don't like the fact that it deals with a white character who's racist. You know, that's the world that we live in now. You can't even tell those kinds of stories. And they don't like how the writers and the director are not of a certain race. And it's like, how does that mean they can't tell that story when it's especially based off of a true story? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why people are just freaking out about it. Peabody says, "Oh, now they have a robot to play with your pets and disperse treats." Might have to get that at some point. Hypern says, "Odin, if Tony from Green Book was in your house, he would have thrown a lot of chicken bones for River to eat." You're damn right about that, and there would have been a plethora. See, River's not the problem. River is still enjoying her bone. But that's why she's crying, is because Willow is just staring at her, wanting the rest of the bone, but she's already finished hers. Greta says, "I'm mad that Green Book is getting attacked. It's one of the best movies about racism in a long time." I agree, because it doesn't play that political game. It just tells you what it's like, or what it was like at that time period, and tells an honest-to-God story about two people who are total opposites of each other getting to know each other. And it's a great, to me, I think it's a great story about how we can get along, about even in our differences, we can still find something to hold on to. We can still find something to get connected to. It really is so frustrating that Hollywood just can't allow for certain stories to happen. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of it stems from the fact that Viggo Mortensen's character, or rather Viggo Mortensen, in a conversation about the movie, said the N-word. And it's like, they just, oh, we can't allow that. It's like, he wasn't using it against somebody. He was using it in a discussion about the movie that deals with that particular subject, and he was trying to explain the historical significance. Now, is it appropriate necessarily? I'm not going to say that as far as, going that far with it. But to say that he should be lambasted and forced to apologize, that's ridiculous. Hyman says, anything that does not imply to certain snowflakes, they'll always attack. I love the movie because it doesn't tell the cliche anti-white, anti-race, blah, blah, blah. Exactly, because guess what? It shows both people from both races in essentially a positive light. And they would only like the movie is if it made the white man look evil and terrible and bad and bigoted, only then would it be okay. Only then would it be fine. But the fact that the guy from the very beginning is very likable, even though he's obviously ignorant, and then over time becomes less ignorant because guess what? He learns, and that's how we get rid of ignorance. That's how we get rid of racism and hatred, is by education. And eventually over time he changes. But I guess they didn't like the fact that he was shown as being funny and comedic. It's like, oh, we shouldn't laugh at that. It's like, I'm sorry, if we don't laugh at these things, like, I honestly think that the best person to look at in this situation is, without any question of a doubt, Mel Brooks. The fact that that man was able to do a movie that had a musical in it called Springtime for Hitler and had all these jokes in it. I mean, I think that really tells us all that we need to know about how we should be treating these. Obviously, should we have respect for victims? Yes. Should we, not make fun of certain events in certain ways? Yes. But at the same time, too, if we can't just take a moment to learn a story, learn about an actual story that happened, without also having some lighthearted moments, then what the hell are we supposed to? Oh wait, that's right, because that's what gives us movies like If Beale Street Could Talk, which I've read through a lot of the reviews. I haven't seen it yet, but all the negative reviews are about how it's so boring, and of course there are 95% of the critics can't say that because, oh no, but this is the type of movie that we have to praise. This is the Moonlight. Oh, we have to praise it. Even though no one's going to see it, we have to praise it because it does things a certain way. It's like, no, that's not how it should be. Dion, hail to you, sir. Greta says, apparently the writer-producer wrote a tweet in 2015 about Muslims cheering after 9/11, and now he's being attacked. Yeah, I heard the same thing, and I just think... Also, what's amazing, too, about that, Greta, is that he had to delete his entire Twitter because people started to try and dig through all of his old tweets to try and essentially sink the film. And it's really sad because I know that Green Book is still likely going to have enough love to get nominated, but that was a film that a lot of people were saying was going to be the winner, was going to win the Oscar this year. And I think that that entire campaign has now been destroyed by this entire narrative. And if, out of all the movies that are likely going to get nominated this year, that to me is the best. I mean, that was my third favorite movie of the year. It was Bad Times at the El Royale, Infinity War, and Green Book. Those were my top 3 movies of the year. And so the fact that one of them that actually... is going to get nominated and, deserves to win, probably isn't going to get the love and attention that it needs because of stupid political reasons, really frustrates me. And also it's the reason why I made the episode that I made today for my podcast. So if you're a patron member, made a podcast today about how I would increase the ratings of the Oscars, what changes I would make. And Greta, I would love to hear your thoughts if you have time to listen to it. Hyman says, I love the movie overall in a relatable way. Marshall Ali's character, for example, broke my heart because of how even people by his own won't accept who he is culturally, kind of like me. Hyman, I think you're exactly right there. And that's the reason why I love it too, is because it's not even just that he's rejected by white culture or white people in general because of racism. He's also rejected by his own people. He's rejected by the black community as well because he is, and this is something that we see a lot talked about, he's considered too white. And I think that is the problem, is that we have this mindset and we allow this mindset to continue of, oh, just because someone is educated or speaks a certain way or likes something, that this makes them or it makes them more authentic to their race. That's ridiculous. That is actual racism. And it's like, oh, no, you can't say that. You can't be racist against your own. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. And it's just, oh, my God, it's so ridiculous. Daybob says, Odin, all white people are evil according to Hollywood and the left, which is amazing to me because all the rich people in Hollywood are mostly all white people. So it's just so funny and also sad how people buy into that lie still and they just can't see what's right in front of them. Hireman says, continue thread, kind of like me when I'm trying to relate culturally with people from my country. Yeah, I mean, sounds about right, Hypern, really does. Rookie Critics in here. What's going on, bruv? Greta says, yeah, I thought it would win too, and I wanted it to win, and now sadly something that doesn't deserve it will probably win. Yep. Something like If Beale Street Will Talk, or Black Panther, or The Favorite, or something that fits, again, the political lines that they wanted to fulfill, those are going to be the ones that are going to be most likely to win, which is really, really sad. Tina says, you'd better believe it's real. We talked about that in our interview, didn't we? Damn right we did. Damn right. Eric with a K says, hello, my Asgardians. Hello, my friends, and Odin Allfather. What's up with Eric with a K? How's it going? Hypern says, just want to share, people from my country usually love stereotypical dramas and sport, like where I'm a guy who just loves movies. But I think all of us deal with that. I mean, for example, I'm from the South. I'm from New Orleans, and people therefore have a certain expectation of how I'm supposed to talk, of things I'm supposed to like. I'm not a Saints fan. I don't buy into New Orleans culture. I want to leave the city. So it's like I don't fit in with the actual criteria, and that's the reason why you have certain conversations or certain people that would actually reject saying, oh, well, then you're not a true New Orleanian. Now, a lot of people wouldn't say that because not everyone's an ass, but there are people out there that would say that, and it's amazing how there is definitely biases that exist on all these different sides. Rookie, you misspelled my name, man, so that's why I didn't pop up orange. I'm glad that I saw it. The Rookie Critic says, do you have any favorite foreign films, Odin? Foreign films. It's hard for me to get into foreign films just because it's hard for me to follow along with subtitles. I'm totally going to just admit that. But as far as favorite films of all time, Seven Samurai is up there because it's absolutely a masterpiece, no doubt in my mind. Let me think. I usually only tend to see the movies that also get like a lot of attention and nominations. For example, I think it was from Iran, Separation, which was actually pretty good. Overall, I liked it a lot. And those are the ones that come to mind. I'm sure you could mention some. Gosh, this one was maybe oh my God, where was this one? Where was this from? It came out maybe like 4 or 5 years ago at this point, and it was about a character who is accused of child molestation, but he actually is totally innocent, and they believe the child, and it's a story that a lot of people didn't like because they say, oh, well, now people are going to doubt. It's like, well, it does happen. There are false accusations that do happen, and that's why we have to take every accusation not only seriously, but also assume that, you know, it could either be not just true, but also false as well. And I'm forgetting the name of it, but it was very, very good. Hartman says, don't mean to sound emotional, brother. I just like to share this stuff personally with you, brother. No problem at all, bruv. I always appreciate whenever you share your stories, man. 7B says, have you heard of Annapurna? I may have the wrong name, and it's a film company run by a billionaire's daughter who said she doesn't care for movies make money. She did Vice as well. Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what film company you're talking about because I see, you know, they make movies every year, and yeah, it's so ridiculous. It really is. Like, oh, as long as the message gets out there. But I mean, they can do whatever they want with their money. I just, knowing that, I'll try and choose not to see those movies. Greta says, Odin, I'd be happy with Bohemian Rhapsody or Roma winning though, but I know how you feel about Roma. Again, Roma is beautifully shot. It's just boring, and it has, again, no rewatchability. And some people try to say, well, not all great movies are rewatchable. The most iconic films of all time are movies that you can watch again. I have no desire to ever watch Roma again. Ever in my life would I ever feel the need to it. That doesn't mean I think that it probably should. If it wins Best Cinematography, for example, great. I think that is definitely something that it's worth winning because it's so beautiful. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Bohemian Rhapsody was great. And I can't wait for my Blu-ray to come in February. Ricky Critic says, I figured out why I wasn't watching Odin stream before. I wasn't subbed. Now I get notifications. Glad to hear that. Well, everyone that's watching now did not get notifications because YouTube is just messing up right now. Greta says, does it star Mills Mickelson? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Hyman says, random question. What's your favorite love scene that isn't dirty? For example, Last Samurai had that with the window dressing up Tom Cruise instead of cliche love scene is my personal fave. All right, that was a lot, packed into one. I know what you're talking about. Nothing that comes to mind, but I love Mads Mikkelsen. Thank you very much, Greta. The Hunt. Yes, that's right. Greta, you're right. It's The Hunt. The Hunt is a great foreign language film. But yes, going back to your question, Hyper, I can't think of any off the top of my head. All I can tell you is that I appreciate so much more. Christian Hamill, welcome to the channel. I appreciate so much more when films are able to present like actual love and not just sex. So yeah, I definitely agree with you. Hyperman, again, I know it was a weird question. Just wanted to ask a different, unique question. Definitely hear where you're coming from. Let's see. Ricky Critic says, I'm trying to watch more foreign ones. Tempopo is good. Pan's Labyrinth. I hear Old Boy's cool. I've heard a lot about Old Boy as well. Now I'm curious about how Japanese dubbed Avengers would sound. Nice, Rookie. Yeah, I mean, when you get into it, I mean, I think the works of Miyazaki, which are technically foreign language because they were not originally made in English, are great. So great anime films. So I would recommend My Neighbor Totoro. Might be my favorite out of all of them. Howl's Moving Castle is fantastic as well. Arrow the K says, and the Spanish Musketeer with Viggo Mortensen is good. Odin in Spanish, obviously, but it's good. Viggo Mortensen's in a Spanish film? I had no idea. Interesting. Donald Hudson, hello there. What's going on, Donald Hudson? What is going on? What's going on? Greta says, Odin will mess you up. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's the reason why I kind of just put it off to the side for that reason. Mecha Random's here. What's up, Mecha? Mecha, what's going on with notifications? Are you having issues with people not getting notifications as well today? I hear YouTube's messing up. Hyrman says, what if Miyazaki made Lord of the Rings and current Star Wars? Man, it would be... it wouldn't be the same, but it would be beautiful. Like, like visually, it would be stunning. Like, no questions in my mind at all. Francis Wake. Hello, Odin. Hello, all. Welcome, Francis Wake. Glad to see your name in the channel. Christian Hamill, welcome to the channel. I just saw you sub, so thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very, very much. Megan says, I don't know. I've been out all day, and my videos went up at 1 a.m. and 6 a.m., I think. Damn, girl. Don says, notifications are effed up today, Odin. Yeah, that's what I figured. Hamlet sure got a notification, but you also got here late. So... All right, let's see. It's 7:25, guys, so let's go ahead and get ready to watch the movie. So if you don't know, on Saturday nights, we watch a movie together. Unfortunately, because of copyright and stuff like that, I can't play the audio, I can't play the video, but we all sync up together and start watching the movie at the same exact time. Tonight, we are watching a classic David Bowie film, Labyrinth, and it's one of my favorite Jim Henson movies, without a doubt, but I would even say one of my favorite musicals of all time, because this is a musical, let's just be honest. And, oh man, it's so good. It's so good. So, guys, go ahead and get your copies ready since it looks like we got people in here. Rookie Critic says, many people have been having issues streaming Lethal Lightning, Bonnie, At Dawn, and other people issues with notifications. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Francis Wake, I see that smile. I see that. Mega says, I got notified for your rock video earlier. Okay, so I guess it's just not working with certain people, I guess. It's just so weird. I don't like YouTube. YouTube is just such a disaster. It's a beautiful disaster. Alright, getting my Blu-ray copy ready. Again, guys, if you want me to read a comment or answer a question as we watch the movie, I'll do the very best that I can. Obviously, there are going to be certain things that I'm not going to be able to do, but I will do the very best that I can. But go ahead and get your copies ready as well. Man, I'm thirsty. Rookie Critic says they could be trying to apply updates and right now sucking while they upgrade. Could be, Rookie Critic. You're absolutely right. You do like to look at the positive side of things, so I do appreciate that. Peabody says, where is proper Jeremy? He loves musicals. I know he does. Hamlet, to be fair, if it's safe to say I'm on the lookout at this point. Okay, gotcha, Hamlet, gotcha. Tina says, I ran it past the flying horse opening, so I'm ready to go. Awesome. Fantastic. Let me just get my headphones ready. Sorry, my dogs are having a stare-off over its rivers, but obviously they don't understand. God, I love this movie. God, this movie's so great. All right, so if you have a Blu-ray or DVD copy, I'm going to be skipping past all of the PG stuff. Like, once the actual movie is up, that is when I will like pause it on my end, and then I'll make sure we're all synced up, and then we'll actually start. So I'm just getting through all the warnings and don't copyright restriction. And then they tell you in every language, and no one ever reads it. And there's all these small little screens. Small little screens. All right, I'm at the very beginning of the flying horse. So I'm literally like getting right there. So it sounds like that's about as close as we are going to get. So let me go ahead and, so I'm technically at 2 seconds on the actual movie itself without all that extra stuff. So let me just get my clock ready for you guys. Let's see. There we go. Boom. All right, is everybody ready? Let me know in the chat. That way we can all sync up together. I'm very excited. I haven't seen this movie in a while, at least from the beginning. I've watched, of course, I've watched like the songs, especially like Dance Magic Dance. I've watched that over the past year because I have to watch it at least once a year, probably more than that. Greta is ready. Daybob is ready. Tina is ready as well. Yivo is ready. Big Daddy Sunbeam is ready as well. Tell us when you are past the flying horse. How about you follow the clock, Mary? Shawhan says almost. Okay, Shawhan. Gonna make us wait. Damn you. Hyprin says ready and chillin'. Donald Hudson. 1 second. All right, it's been 1 second. Are you sure, Adam? Are you positive? Happy B-Day ode. Yes, very true. Peabody. Guys, it is Mr. Peabody's birthday. So everybody wish Mr. Peabody a happy birthday in the chat. He is great. Flying horse is gone, says Tina. All right, well, I'm at the very beginning of the flying horse. That's where it's paused. Because, again, I know how movies work. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. All right, guys. So we are going to be starting the movie in 3, 2, and 1. So, guys, follow the clock if you want to know where I am in the movie. Don't ask me where I am. Follow the clock. If you don't have a clock, you'll know by what I'm talking about in the movie. The flying horse just flew by. And now it says TriStar. TriStar Pictures. That's where I am. Ooh. Henson and Lucasfilm. I forgot this was Lucasfilm. It's a Jim Henson film. Oh, look at these effects. Oh, look at these effects, man. Damn right. Rest in peace, David Bowie. Greta says, the owl in the title sequence is computer generated. The first attempt at a photorealistic CGI character in a feature film. What? No. Hamlet shirt, where are you in the movie? Damn you. Damn you, Hamlet shirt. Yes, seriously. Rest in peace, David Bowie. Labyrinth title on the screen. Labyrinth title on the screen, everybody. Alert, alert. All right, now it's gone. Definitely the first. Ah, yes. Yes, David Bowie. Sing to me. Hybrid says, fun fact, Denis Villeneuve originally wanted David Bowie to play Jared Leto's villain character in 2049. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. Man. Brian Henson, that's right. Frank Oz too. Damn right, man. Thalha says the baby is a set of twins. One was good at crying, the other laughing. I knew they were a set of twins. I did not know that one was good at the other. Songs composed and performed by David Bowie. Damn right. Because it hurts like hell. David Bowie is great. I wish I listened to more of his music. I appreciate him, but I just never really listened. All right, I didn't know Jim Henson was a part of the writing team. As I said, haven't seen this in a very long time. Very, very great song. Ha ha. It's only forever. God, he's so good. What I love especially, George Lucas was an executive producer. I mean, I know Lucasfilm, so it makes sense, but I had no idea. I knew Jim Henson directed it, but man. That was a cool transition from the CGI to the actual owl. Oh, she's so young. She's so damn young here. Wow. I always forget. I know, seriously, I had no idea, Tina. Greta says George Lucas and Jim Henson were best friends until his death. I had no idea. That's really cool. That makes me happy. Man, they could have done such... Makes me even sadder for his death because you could really have, you know... They could have had so many better films together. Also, Greta, is The Labyrinth an actual book? I'm assuming since the story is created by Jim Henson and someone else that that's not the case. Oh, Merlin. $7 o'clock and still daylight. Damn. God, I love this soundtrack so much. It's so David Bowie. I love it. Greta says, got some trivia. Hold on. Sounds good, Greta. Peabody says, David Bowie praised her. She was 14 in the movie, and Bowie was impressed with how mature and professional she was. She was 14 here? I thought she was a little bit older at this time. Wow. No, I would agree with him. Like, it's very impressive. If I say I teach 14, it's like I've taught 14-year-olds before, so trust me, I know that this is very impressive. Greta says the movie is loosely based on Outside Over There, a children's picture book written and illustrated by Maurice Sendak. Sendak is famous for Where the Wild Things Are. Interesting. That's not fair. Modern day SJWs. Oh, Merlin. Oh, poor Merlin. So, fun fact, my best friend and his wife, they have a Shih Tzu named Merlin. 14 in the movie? Really? Suicide Grunts, what's going on, bruv? Angel Butler, that's okay. There were notification issues. We tried to delay it, so we're only 5 minutes into the actual movie. You should have dates at your age. I can't do anything right, can I? Well, that must be the one that's good at crying. For being very loosely, and that must be why Where the Wild Things Are is a featured book here. Oh man, it all makes sense. It all makes sense now. Thank you for that information. Greta says there are pictures of David Bowie on Sarah's mirror alongside of a model figure of King Jareth in the vanity in Sarah's room. Really? Well, yeah, I mean, there's one of the characters right there. Yep, there's David. Look at him. Look at Bowie. I've never noticed that before. Look at those pictures of Bowie. Oh, that's fantastic. There's the Goblin King. Okay. Lancelot. Someone's been in my room again. I hate it. Yeah, because the baby got in your room and took your doll, the one that can barely walk. Take me away from this awful place. That poor baby. Oh, no. How long is the movie? About an hour and 30. We got about an hour and 30 left. It's about 90 minutes. Donald Hudson says, I always thought you could find all the characters in her room. Again, I never thought to look for those things. As I said, it's been a very long time since I've seen the entire movie, so I never thought to look for it. Greta says, Helena Bonham Carter, Jane Krakowski, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Laura Marissa Tomei all auditioned for the role of Sarah. What? Really? Damn. Suicide Grunt says, I had to escape from the news. It's so insufferable. Yeah, dude, it's so bad right now. Oh my god, I love them. Jim Henson was just amazing at his puppetry and his crafting of the puppets. Hybrid says, Labyrinth versus Pan's Labyrinth for Labyrinthception. I like the original Labyrinth. Evil puppets. The evil Muppets. Yeah? Say what? I love the goblin design so much. What's all that rubbish? Also, I love all the voice actors for the goblins as well. Hamlin's shirt says, Did you guys get Fraggle Rock in the States? Damn right. Damn right we did. And Fraggle Rock was so good. Did she say it? Poor Toby. As my dogs make noise. Toby. Right now. The goblins. Her outfit, though, is pretty stellar. Her outfit is pretty stellar. That shirt gets me every time. Especially since she's wearing jeans at the same time. I do like Dark Crystal. It's been years since I've seen it, but when I watched it, I did like it at the time. So I've only ever seen it once, though. So again, it's been a very, very long time. Oh, the lights aren't working. Oh no. Oh no. Look what you've done. Dude, 80s clothes. Yes, Mary. 80s clothes are fantastic. 80s movies are fantastic. Ooh, I love the ambiance. Hyperman says, you hardly see them make any puppet movies anymore. That's true. And then the ones they do make are some of the worst movies of the year. For example, that movie with Melissa McCarthy that I didn't see that came out like in January of 2018. It's probably going to win some Razzies. The Happy Time Murder Mysteries or whatever. Say the first Muppet movie was okay. Ooh. The production design for this movie is just fantastic. Suicide Grunt says, I am watching 2 live streams somehow. Oh, great. Now that's happening now. Oh, that's fantastic. That issue has happened before as well. Oh, yes. Yes, Bowie. Yes. What's said is said. Ah, yes. Greta, Michael Jackson, Prince, Sting, and Mick Jagger were considered to play Jareth. I'm so glad they went in this direction. You don't just get him, you get his music too. It's perfect. Play with your toys and your costumes. Forget about the baby. His eyes are 2 different colors? I never noticed that before. It's a crystal, nothing more. God, look at that work. That's impressive. That's some impressive work right there. Look at that ball work. Or crystal work, I'm sorry. All these David Bowie things are bringing me down. There's effects. Don't defy me. Those puppets are great. I never noticed his eyes. Greta says he was punched in the eye as a teenager, so one pupil is permanently dilated. What? I had no idea. Did it affect his vision? I never noticed it. No, Peabody. As I said, I was never like a huge... I like him in this. I like his music generally speaking, but I was never like a huge fan, so I never really looked into his history. And also, I never noticed it in the movie either. What a pity. It's further than you think. $13 hours. Perfect. Oh, that fade! Such a pity. It's a birth defect? What? Which one is it? Damn right, it's Tico. It's all zeros, Tico. Mary says, I like the screensaver on the monitor behind you, Odin. Well, it's just the Roku. It's the standard Roku screensaver. His eyes, I know, right? It says that crystal work was done by professionals standing right behind him. The guy could only feel the crystals, not seeing them. Bowie was always a good sport. That's awesome. That's cool. That's really cool. I figured it wasn't him. Like, oh, yeah, that's right. The fairies. Thanks, Dion. Appreciate it. Fairies bite. Peabody, he does have one brown and one blue, but Greta was right about the fight. Interesting. Oh, okay. So there's both things going on then. Okay, interesting. Hoggle. I love Hoggle. The Hoggle peeing is all no that always gets me. I was distracted when it was happening on screen, but it was like for a kids movie that's actually pretty risque when you think about it. But I guess this is definitely, again, I would not consider this a kids movie. I would consider this to be a family movie for the entire family. My dogs are being really cute. Distractingly cute, I would say. Greta says, Monty Python member Terry Jones wrote the first draft of the script. Really? Okay. That's really interesting. Ooh, the Labyrinth. Very well done effect there. Very well done effect. The little worm. Oh, Donald Hudson. I love the little worm. Hello. No, I said hello. It's one of my favorite parts. Well, that's your opinion. It's a lot better than yours. Oh, love Hoggle. Suicide Grunts, thoughts on the Iron Giant? I've actually never seen the Iron Giant. Never seen it, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other. It's one of those movies that I missed. I want to say I have it on Blu-ray because it was on sale, and of course I know about it. I just never actually saw it. Suicide Grunt says it's good. Nice. Those eyes. Oh, the soundtrack and score is so good. It's so 80s and it's 80s rock. I love it. I know, seriously, Christian, the eyes are crazy. Come on, feet. Bum, 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 bum. Climb over the wall, girl. What's up, Perth? If there was things to grab onto, that's what I would suggest. But they're really, I mean, those branches don't look very sturdy. And there turns or corners or anything. maybe it doesn't. Dave Bob says, my 3-year-old grandson and I watched The Iron Giant a few weeks ago. Nice! All right, Dave Bob. Again, it's definitely something that I'd want to watch at some point, because I've heard nothing but great things about it, and many consider it to be one of their favorite childhood films, favorite animated films. So, because it's one of those animated films that is, again, more of a family film than an actual kids film. So, oh, my Valkyrie are in sync again. It happens a lot. I think they spend too much time together. Yes, let your anger flow through you. Here it is. Yes. Hello. I love it. He's so cute. He's so cute. No, I said hello, but that's close enough. I love it. Yeah, that's right. G Monkey, as soon as Dance Magic Dance starts, I'm singing. It's one of the few songs that I actually know. Come inside and meet the missus. What's the closed caption say, Mary? Look at the little worm. It's also a very impressive effect that they're able to do, because you can tell they're using some kind of... Come inside and have a nice cup of tea. That is also a very impressive effect. Things are not always as they seem in this place. Because even now, as I'm looking and I know what's about to happen, I can't see the... That's so impressive. So impressive. I said, don't go that way. Oh, thanks, Hyper. I appreciate it. If she had kept going on that way, she would have gone straight to that castle. Oh, I love the worm. So cute. Toby. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes. Gotta get that baby to stop crying. You know what that means. It's time for everyone's favorite part of the movie. I know it's my favorite part of the movie. I also love the beginning. Sausages. Just seeing all the individual... Like, look at all the individual goblins that they had to create. And they each have their own personality, their voices. Yeah, David Bowie, wearing those bulge pants. And that riding crop. And the chicken. Jagan, what's up, bruv? You remind me of the babe. The babe with the power. The power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe. Quiet! A goblin babe. Well, I love it. I saw my baby crying hard as babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Or puppy dog tails, thunder or lightning. Then baby said, dance magic dance. Dance, magic, dance. That bulge is so damn funny. Jump, magic, jump. Jump, magic, jump. Smack that baby, make him free. Da-na. Da-na. I just love it as it plays in the background with the damn... Ah, love it, love it, love it. Greta says the Dance Magic dance scene consisted of over 48 puppets, 52 puppeteers, and 8 people in goblin costumes. That is awesome. Hamlet shirt. I half expected Odin's pets to start dancing behind him on the couch. They're preoccupied with a bone on the ground over here. Thanks, Donald Hudson. CWD says Jim Henson's The Labyrinth is still more Star Wars than Disney Star Wars is now. I would agree with you there. But I love the little monkey thing that comes up. And that is Waka Waka. Your mother is a fragging aardvark. Jake and I was looking at an interview with the Dixie Chicks, and they were talking about how they lost their career due to one of them talking about. Yeah, that's true, Jake, and I remember that. We can talk about that a little bit. Saw my baby crying hard as babe could try. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Happy dark tales, thunder or lightning, then baby said, dance magic dance, dance magic dance. Jump magic jump, jump magic jump. That baby, make him free. Dance magic dance, dance magic dance, dance magic dance. Jump magic. Oh, the baby throwing up in the air. Jump magic jump. Ooh. I love that at the very end. Ooh. Mike G, what's going on, bruv? J55 says, part 2, what is your opinion about it? I've actually seen that documentary. They actually made an entire documentary on the entire experience, and it's really sad to see what happened to them, because all they did was just, you know, say something. But we can talk about that another time. Enter Trap says, greetings, everybody. Sees Odin singing. Oh, a singing party. Tina says, I'm so glad Odin's mentioned the bulge. I thought I imagined it. Nope, there's definitely a bulge in those pants during that entire song, and it is fantastic. Christian Hamill says, Odin, it must be the first time you see that movie. It must be the first time you see that movie. It's not the first time I've seen it. First time I've seen it. I will mention, I've seen that song, obviously, more than the whole movie itself, because I watch that clip every year because I love that song so much. Ah, these people. It's a very impressive puppet work. Certain death. Whoa. Greta says, the baby who plays Toby is Toby Frode, son of Brian Frode, who was the conceptual designer for both this movie and Dark Crystal. Interesting. Don Hudson says, I don't remember the baby throwing up in the air. That had been messy. You're right, Donald. You caught me there. You could only ask one of us. I always love this logic, too. One of us always tell the truth, and one of us always lies. Oh, what a lie! It's like opposite day. What do you think? Really, I don't know. Oh, Tina says, and now I'm seeing the stream notification on the subscription page. Nice. Your logic does not work. I don't know. I've never understood it. But no, opposite day works the same way. Like when kids say it's opposite day, I would say, well, if it actually was opposite day, then you would have to say it's not opposite day. But if you say it's not opposite day, we could never actually know if it is opposite day. It's the same kind of logic that they're using. Oh my god, the hands! As a kid, this freaked me out! Helping hands. Tina Oh my god. Tina says, and now I'm seeing the stream. Okay, that one. CWD says, if Labyrinth were made now to look like something Jim Henson's work, it would probably be massive CGI. Oh, it totally would be CGI. And there is a CGI section in this movie that looks awful. Like, again, as much as I love this movie, the part with like the fire creatures looks so bad. She chose down. That looked painful. That looked extremely painful. She's in the Jubilant. David Bowie. Well, laugh. God, Bowie's so great. Donald Huss says, the faces. I love it when the one asks for her to stay because he never gets to say his line. Yeah. Suicide Grunt says, thoughts on Bird Box? Well, it steals from other movies, so it's not original. And it's, to me, it's like a B movie. Like classic movie times when there would be that movie that would play before the main feature. That's the kind of movie that it is. So it's not terrible, but, I mean, it's nothing special either. Greta says, Hoggle is voiced by Brian Henson, Jim Henson's son. Really? That's interesting. Hyprin says, has this movie aged well for you so far, brother? Very well. Very, very well, I would say. Most of the effects are actually pretty good as far as being able to age well for its time period. Well, let me make sure my dogs aren't eating something they shouldn't. All right, they're good. But the one scene that I know of that, for fact, has not aged well is the scene with the damn fire creatures with the heads and the swapping and all that stuff. It just doesn't look good. Dance, magic, dance. A particularly nice jester. Zaha says, isn't Bird Box a blind version of Don't Make a Sound? Essentially, yeah. Like, basically, it's stealing from... But also, too, with people, like, taking their own lives, it's stealing straight from The Happening. When the Earth, when you find out, like, spoiler alert in The Happening, you find out that the Earth is making people kill themselves to protect itself from, like, global warming, etc. So Bird Box does something similar. Now, only instead, it's some kind of creature that makes you want to take your own life. So, yeah. And The Happening is much funnier because of how bad it is. I love that effect. This effect with the door is so good. So impressive. That's aged very well because it's still hard to tell how they changed it. Tina says, haven't seen Bird Box, no interest, but seeing these fools playing Bird Box are so stupid. Oh my god. Oh, the stone faces. No, everyone playing it is just an idiot. Like, seriously, don't blindfold drive, you stupid person. Entertainment Hacker, thank you very much for the super chat. Changed Rose to a shiny 3PO. It's a new year. If I had a shiny 3PO, I would. I also love this. Sorry, just doing my job. Beware! Oh, please. Haven't said it in such a long time. The path you lead will lead to certain destruction. Donald Hybrid says, plot twist, Bird Box is part of the Happening Shyamalamanan universe. Donald Hudson says, oh man, The Happening was such a disappointment too. Yep, it was. But it was hilarious as well. Ooh, that transition. Nothing, tra-la-la, in my bulge. Hogwart. I believe some copyright might be at issue. Hogwart. Entertainment Hacker says, Odin didn't give the best answer. Someone get him a C-3PO fast. Sorry, Brad. G-Monkey says, I say take the warning label off everything and everything will work out in a few years. Here you go. Dion take a drink twice. Yes, it happens. Bog of eternal stench. The origin of Hogwarts, thanks to the Labyrinth. Oh. It's a piece of cake. How about upping the stakes? It's not fair. I wonder what your basis for comparison is. Now that's a pretty cool effect. That's H2L also. The cleaner. Hyprin says, quote, I believe what isn't really copyright simply makes you stranger. I believe what isn't really copyright simply makes you stranger. Hagrid, you are a Muppet, Harry. You're a Muppet, Harry. Tunnel boring machine. Doesn't do a very good job cleaning, I would say. Yeah, Entertainment Hacker, I wouldn't waste my time with Bird Box, to be honest. Donald Hudson says, Odin's first day as Defense Against the Dark Arts says, want to see a magic trick? Jagan, are you ready for the Rocko's Modern Life special and Invader Zim movie? Rocko's Modern Life, yes. Yes, I forgot that they were doing that. Such a good show. Spunky! This is like Resident Evil. And Jareth scares me. Bog of eternal stench. Is that all that it does? Smell? Smell bad for the rest of your life. And it'll never wash off. Suicide Grunt says, please watch Shrek Retold. That crap is interesting, to put it delicately. Shrek Retold? What? Oh, yeah, Ludo. Ludo's so cute. Oh, this dude. Woo, woo, woo! A young girl. Suicide Grunt says it's absolutely real. It's on a channel called 3GI. What? How's that for brain power, huh? Ah, bats. Dark Crystal Forerunner. Definitely seems like it. Those eyes are so impressive that they did on those. All right. Okay. The guy has a symbiote on his head. I know, seriously. 1980s Venom. Finished? Yes. We are. I agree with that statement as well. Sometimes in life it seems like we're not getting anywhere, but we actually are. I think that's your luck. Leave a contribution in a little box. Hoggle. There are a couple of suckers. It's so stimulating being your hit. Such a great line. Suicide Grunt says, it's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, but it's oddly charming. Okay, interesting. This dude. I ain't never been no one's friend. Goodbye. Hoggle is Hoggle's friend. Perth Comics says, I love a good maze. Been in a few nice ones in England and Europe. Really? Okay. Interesting. Ludo is so cute. Got a little willow face. Yeah. We got you now, fat boy. That's right, he controls rocks. I forgot about that. Hiram says, I don't dare go down those catacombs down below in Paris, though. The place gives me the creeps. See, I would go to the catacombs just because of the historical significance of the catacombs. Underground church and such. My ankle saucy. Oh, I love their voices so much. No. Little willow face. Oh. Ludo down. Yeah, just like Willow, such a nice beast. I love Ludo too. Hypern says, I heard someone got lost down there. He probably was Ronin because he didn't know the way. Oh. Oh, Ludo. Friend? Sarah. That's a very impressive costume. Sarah. Greta says, to help the puppeteer inside him to see, there was a miniature video camera in Ludo's right horn that fed it to a small television monitor mounted inside the puppet's stomach. What? It's crazy. Brad Noble, why is Odin spamming me now? I'm not spamming you, Brad. Unless it's notifying you 1,000 times over, which is YouTube's problem, not mine. Screw you, Team YouTube. Can you give us screenshots? No. How about instead you just fix the damn problem? Don't act like it's not normal when other people are saying the same exact damn thing. Lord. It's very rude to stare. I love the difference between these two. One can't hear, one can't talk. Hybrid says, ain't it amazing how Jennifer Connelly and Visions are both AI couples? What? Also a very impressive Muppet here. The way his mouth moves especially is very impressive. Search me, we're just the knockers. She's married to Vision Paul Bettany. Oh, gotcha, Tina, gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. Nice, Hyprin. Ludo. Ludo. So cute. Jagan says, I saw Solo on Netflix, but I couldn't stay focused on it. It was just unnecessary to me. It's absolutely unnecessary, Jagan. You're absolutely right. It's a movie that nobody wanted, and it's a movie that nobody who saw it wants to ever see again, for the most part. And it's a movie that is not going to have any future. And if they do decide to pursue further films in that universe, it's going to be a very big mistake for them. So the ball toy. You're welcome. It's a lively little chap. I think I'll call him Jareth. He has my eyes. Oh, Ludo. So cute. Ludo's scared. Solo a Soy Wars story. Yep, exactly right. His little tail. That's impressive. To make a giant thing disappear. Poor Ludo. Hybrid says, Ludo Ren better than Kylo Ren. Oh. Hoggle, help. I'm coming, Sarah. Greta says, did y'all see that rock formation of David Bowie's face? Was that David Bowie's face? I saw the rock formation. Oh, look at that. It is. That's awesome. That's so cool. Bowie forever. Damn right. Oh dear. Poor Huggy. My lovely Jules. I've got a much better plan, Hoggle. Give her this. It's not gonna hurt the little lady, is it? Ah, David Bowie's bulge is hilarious. Bosom companions. Oh, the bog of eternal stench. Come down to Fraggle Rock. Such a great song. Prince of the land of stench. You're so funny. Oh, these guys. Alright, this is where the worst effects are that have not aged well. Oh my god, that green screen. Oh my god, that green screen. No problems. This song is so ridiculous. Oh, the green screen. Especially around her head. It's a very catchy song, though. Don't lose your head. Dion says, been through him down on the ships to the night. Oh my god, the eyes. That's so creepy. God, that green screen. Oh my god. Hyper says, Oscar worthy for visual effects. You're damn right. Greta says, poor Jennifer Connelly doesn't know what to do. I know, seriously. And even down looks up. Jacob says, did you see the Care Bears unlock the magic trailer? Bedtime Bear has a British accent. No, I have not seen it. Oh my god. Chilling down. The red don't come off. Take off her head. Hey, lady, that's his head. Damn right, Suicide Grunt. Smash that melee button. Oh. All right. Out of the entire movie, that's the only section that has not aged well from the 80s. For very obvious reasons. You're only allowed to throw your own head. Come back, little lady. Play the game. Hoggle. 26 people watching. Thank you so much for watching. So very sad and sorry that YouTube notifications were not working. Glad to have you all here, though. This is not base. Going over the wall. Good girl. Hartman says, can't deny it looks better than Black Panther third act. All right, definitely not. Definitely not. But still pretty, yeah. Fire Gang a representation of bullies? I think that could be right, Steph. The bog of eternal stench. Oh my god, it's so disgusting. Oh my god, that thing is cringeworthy. It's pulsating. Greta says, just got Black Panther and Vice in the mail. Oh, yeah, that's right. Guys, for people that don't know, Greta is a SAG member, and so she gets free movies to screen. So congratulations on getting, well, I would say that you actually could have gotten better movies, but Black Panther is a fun time. It's an okay film. I haven't seen Vice yet. I don't plan on seeing it because after Christian Bale's comments, I just don't feel like supporting it. And the critics aren't crazy about it. The audiences aren't crazy about it either. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see on that. Vice is all about Dick Cheney. Just what we need as another attack on the Bush administration in 2018. It's like, we've already had enough of that. Ludo. Hypert says, Christian Bale went to the dark side. Yes, indeed, he did. Yeah, that's when the whole him thanking Satan for his inspiration to play the character came from at the Golden Globes, was his role in Vice. Which I'm not going to deny is probably a good performance, but... Luda. It's pulsating. It looks so bad. Oh, I love this character. And there's a dog in it. And it's so cute. It's so cute. Pull my finger. Ludo's feet are huge. Yes. Stop, I say. His accent is pretty good. A bad case of the poop, says Steph. G-Monkey says, Black Panther is good, but it's the same Marvel cookie-cutter movie. It doesn't deserve an Oscar. Absolutely not, yeah. It's nothing revolutionary other than the fact that it's diverse. And being diverse is not what makes a good movie. Like, anyone that says so is, to be honest, more racist than anyone else. Hyperman says, that's like saying Satan inspired me to love this channel. Good Lord, I can't take that seriously. Sir Didymus. I can conquer this mountain. So cute. The giant tree branch. Hyman says, let us conquer and share blood and the brothers. Will Gentry on Hamlet shirt says, speaking of Satan, I thought you brushed off The Exorcist quite easily. Didn't scare you that much. I mean, it had me scared for a bit, but I eventually got okay. Will Gentry says, Odin, it's not diverse, though. It's like 99% black people. How is that diverse? It really bugs me when they call things diverse because it got an all-night white cast. That's exactly my point, though. Nudo, brother. Greta says, trivia, 1986, 2 video games based on the movie were released, one in Japan and one in the U.S. and other markets. I think I remember hearing about that, but it's very impressive. With my life, brud. Someone should pass this without my permission. Yes? My lady. Oh, those flats. This bridge had lasted for 1,000 years. Uh-oh. It seemed solid enough. Hi, everyone. Random news. Did you hear Stellan Skarsgård joined Dune to play the villain? Pretty unexpected. I did hear that. Haven't made up my mind about that yet. Ludo, friend of the rocks. So awesome. Hammer Shirt 89, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. May you get to 10,000 subs in 2019. Well, thank you very much, Hamlet Shirt. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Based on the current rate, it's definitely possible. I think at this rate, it should happen sometime in March, I think. So that's pretty cool. But we shall see what happens. And seriously, thank you again so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. God, the bog of eternal stench. Ambrosius the dog. I love the transition between the obvious puppet and then the actual dog. Oh, look at him. Ambrosius is so cute. Oh, he's so cute. Steady, steady boy. Come on, Ambrosius. Excuse us, thank you. Cute doggy. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Sir Didymus is so over the top. I know, but I love him so much. And Ambrosius, his little dog. She'll soon forget all about you. She'll forget everything. CBD says the bog of eternal stench when Ryan Johnson gets his where Ryan Johnson gets his inspiration. Nice. Hamlet Shirt, you have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good one, man. Thank you so much again for the super chat. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. Oh. This tastes strange. Hoggle, what have you done? Tina says, Odin's right. We are hanging out with each other too much. Y'all really are. Spending way too much time together. Suicide Grunts, forced diversity isn't a good idea. There was a book release that got a Hugo Award for having a mentally disabled protagonist. It's running rampant through all forms of narrative-driven, etc. No, I think you're absolutely right. I think that, again, we need to start making very clear that there's nothing wrong with making characters from various backgrounds. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing it for the sake of just that, that's not good enough. That's not a good enough reason. Oh, you know what? That's very impressive. So yeah, if you look at that closely, you can tell that that's not David Bowie's hand as he spins the balls. Oh, that was I'd never looked for that before. Oh, this whole sequence. Greta says the various things that Jareth does with the crystal balls are actually done by choreographer Michael Motion, who is an accomplished juggler. Yeah, someone had mentioned a juggler earlier in the stream, and it was at that moment that I realized, oh, you can totally see that he's doing it totally blind, and oh, it's so impressive. Oh, that dress. Whoa, Ambrosius, whoa. Hyperin, plot twist, he doesn't juggle the balls juggle him. Hashtag badass. See, even that effect still holds up to me. There's only that one scene that doesn't. Oh, that hair, girl. That's an 80s hair right there. These costumes are beautiful. They really are. That is a true statement. That lipstick. Such a sad love. Within your eyes. The seduction. Yep. Within your heart. I'll place the moon. Greta says David Bowie's nose contour. Ah, yes. You're right. I didn't notice that either. Yeah, Steph. Someone said that she's 14 in this movie, which is very, 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 very awkward. Let's see. Purse says, how old is Jennifer character supposed to be in this? I think she is 14. I don't know how old she's supposed to be. I always assumed that she was supposed to be like 16 to 18 in the movie, but could be wrong. Yeah, David Bowie. Yeah, I always thought between 16 and 18. That's why I was like, it's definitely awkward, but it's not, you know. But someone said 14, and at that point I'm like, ugh. I'm so watching football, says Brad Noble. Of course you are. I'll be there for you as the world falls down. Well, the Rams are destroying the Cowboys right now, so sorry, Steph. Greta says she was born in 1970, and they probably shot this around 1984, 1985. So she would have been 15. See, even that effect with her against the glass of the... See, with that effect they just did, because they use enough practical effects, that one actually still works really well. Very soft landing. Yeah, that is interesting that she's actually 15. This is where hoarders go to to exist. Yes, a 15. Another happy landing. There's a lot of ways you could read that scene. I love this woman character in the movie too. Where were you going? Hmm? Yeah, the junk lady. I love the junk lady. Look here. Yep, this is where all the hoarders go. Is that Yoda's wife? If Yoda had not become a Jedi, I'm assuming that probably would have been his wife. Does sound a little bit like Yoda. Hmm? Hmm? Messy bedroom, aka junk world. Yeah, seriously. Ooh. I love the implications of this scene. The fantasy of what you expect things are, but then there's always something behind the scenes. Big Skelly Boy 916. Welcome to the channel, bro. Hypern, what if they made a movie about Yoda looking all good and young? Hey, you know what? I think the fans would want a Yoda movie a lot more than they did a Solo movie. But also at this point in time, until they get some serious changes going on at Lucasfilm, not going to happen. Better to say in here. I love how it's like the facade of the room. Up the hoarders. Up the hoarders. There it is. You gotta start putting everything on your back. You must like your panda slippers. Don't forget about your panda slippers. You love little horsey, don't you, dear? But yeah, when she realizes the facade, it all falls apart. The Wizard of Oz book. There it is. Charlie Bear. Perth Comic says maybe Yoda was 6 feet tall in his hundreds, but by 900 he had shrunk a lot. That would be interesting to see. Though I guarantee you a lot of people would not want that to happen. Oop, the Labyrinth book. Will Gentry says, wow, the screenplay was written by Monty Python's Terry Jones. A 4-part comic book sequel was made in 2002 by Tokyo Pop. Oh, I didn't know there was a sequel that was made. That's interesting. This is not junk, huh? Yes. The facade falls away. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. Sir. I feel like Ludo is a lot like Chewbacca, but if he could actually speak words. Sarabak. Hyper says Yoda should have been a ghost, Force ghost here in Labyrinth, not wasted in Last Jedi. That would be cool. Open the door. I just found out how many skirts are in this chat. Really, Brad? Did you now? Did you know? I shall fight you all to the death. Suicide Grunts. Chewie is 240 years old. Damn. That's old. And honestly, I really do think they're going to kill him off in Episode 9. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep on killing off all the original characters until they're all gone. And then they're going to blow up the Millennium Falcon. And then every single part of the original trilogy is just going to be washed away. It's going to be really sad. That, or they finally come to their senses and retcon some stuff. We'll see what happens. It will be very interesting. Dismantled R2-D2. Oh, I didn't see. Could be. I love Sarah's face there. She was just like, the door closed on me. Oh, yeah, this thing. Very, very impressive. Damn, that puppet. Hyper and Chewie is the Logan of the original Star Wars. Yeah, you'd be right. That's terrifying. Suicide Grunts says, the Falcon finally explodes after all those years. That would subvert expectations. Yes, it would. And you know what? If we were at a different point in time, people might actually accept that happening at some point, but not with the current state of things going on. G Monkey says, I'm more worried about when Lando on the Falcon now. Yes, I agree. Don't know what Lando would do with the Falcon. But I've said this before. I honestly am afraid that they're going to try and connect Solo to really justify Solo's existence. And they're going to do something to make L337 speak. Or they're going to have some line that Lando says to justify that L337's consciousness is indeed in the Millennium Falcon, which would just be cringeworthy. Ambrosius is a great name on second thought. I love Ambrosius. Hoggle. What a boss. That wasn't very nice. It would be so much fun to do a voice on this movie. 27 Rams at the half, Fudge. I know, Steph. That's what I saw, too. So sorry to hear that. But the Rams are one of the teams to beat. And because the Chiefs won in such definitive fashion, I am still very much predicting a Chiefs-Rams Super Bowl. Because I think that that's what won the NFL once. And people might not want to admit it, but the NFL is definitely rigged in a lot of ways. So one, it's what they would want. And two, if they are able to repeat their performance as they did last time they played, it could be a fun Super Bowl. And it would be fun to have a back and forth, high scoring game, personally, I think. Not that I would really watch it, but might get me too. Tina says, Odin crashes on my Chromebook all the time. I'm watching the stream on my iPod. Sounds like there's something going on with your Chromebook. It's interesting that the Google-owned Chromebook can't use YouTube. 70V says, lie to me, please. I'm sorry. Steph says, it is rigged. My dad thinks it is. No, I think it is too. No, and that's not even a lie. I honestly do think it's rigged. There are certain things that happen where you're just like, this is too good to be true for this, you know. Definitely think there's some legitimacy to it. But there's nothing to see here. Big Daddy says, Odin often lags for me, but not tonight. Glad to hear it, Big Daddy. Glad to hear it. Oh, it's a kitty. Oh, it's a kitty cat. Got some birds of small creatures. Hypern says, Lord of the Labyrinth, Return of the Goblin King in 2020. Tina, your stream and one other are the only ones that crash on my Chromebook. It's probably some kind of evil Google magic. Probably. They're here and they're through the gates. Mary, I just crashed only on yours, Ode, not any others. Really, Mary? That's interesting. I wonder if it's because it might be how you watch the stream. Something that might help, maybe, is if you lower the quality of the stream. Because I stream out at 1080p, and I stream out at a high bit rate. So it could be maybe the fact that your connection can't take that. Could be a thing. So maybe if you set the quality to 480p or something like that, it might not crash as much. In fact, Tina, try that. Try changing the quality of the stream to like 480p or something. Yeah, try it at 480p. That might actually fix the problem. If it's a refresh thing, you might have to do that. You're at 360. Okay. Well, it was worth trying. Brad Noble says, I have trouble with Odin now and Mecha. Sorry to hear that, Brad. Yeah, if Google can't handle it, then... Ambrosius! Brad, get that nonsense out of here. If one of the Valkyrie put you in timeout, I would not. Per says, Lucasfilm will realize they stuffed up next year after all hindsight 2020. Yeah, probably. I hope so. I really hope that they get their act together. Greta says, Odin was watching the movie on YouTube and now it's stopped. Oh no, Greta! Well, we're at the battle, and we are at 1 hour and 21 minutes. So if you sync up, since you're on YouTube, you should be able to sync up a lot more easily. So just look at the clock and sync up, and then you should be able to get back on. Same old Brad. I seriously, Hypern. Same old Brad indeed. Tina says, I won't say what she deserves. I wouldn't want Odin to get demonetized. Hypern, I got that one. G-Monkey, I knew the Bears had no chance, but I called that it would come down to the kicker. Oh, well, the famous slogan for Chicago is there's always next year. I actually thought Chicago had the best chance out of anyone because their defense was so solid for most of the season, but weren't able to finish it off. So... And, of course, I live in a city where every year is our year. And now that we're actually in the playoffs with a good team, they're like, oh, my God, we're going to Super Bowl. And I'm just like, yeah, but we've only ever not choked once. So, not a good track record. Tally-ho! Poor Ambrosius. Poor Ambrosius. Suicide Grunt says, I don't know that much about Dwayne Johnson, but he seems like a good person. He does. He does seem like a good person. Like, doesn't mean that I agree with him on every single thing he does, but just takes the whole side of the house off. That's his door. Oh, Ludo. Not the stablest of places. But yeah, Dwayne Johnson does seem like a genuine person. And you don't have to like him. I personally do. Dion says, YouTube says to content creators to stream bitrate at 6,000 tops, they say. Does it, Dion? Maybe that's the problem then, because I'm streaming at 10,000. So maybe I need to stream, maybe the bitrate stream needs to be lower, and then that'll fix the problem. Hypern, who made up the name Ambrosia? Sounds really good, honestly. Well, it sounds like a variation of Ambrose, so... Greta says, Gur, it won't load. I'm sorry to hear that, Greta. But what are the people that try and stream at like 60 frames per second? Would 6,000 be enough to cover that? I'll try and change that for next time. Valkyrie, if y'all can remind me to try and change the bitrate for next time, that way we can test that out to see if that fixes the problem that some of y'all are having. It would make perfect sense to me that if that was the problem. Sounds good, Steph. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The rocks. Look at him run. Oh, those poor chickens. Strike. I take it back. Run for your life. Let's see. Tina says, change the bit rate. Okay, got it. Thank you. Greta says, okay, looks like I'm good now. All right, glad to hear it. Yeah, you don't have to know what it means. As long as you say it, I'll know what you mean. That dude. Tina says, I think the one's going to bed. Nice. Hey, I just fired you. Good music. No, we have you. Hyperman, I am very fearful of this generation. I really hope snowflakes and NPCs don't ruin this era further on. You know that they will. I mean, it's kind of in their nature. Look at that rock. Hey, no problem. But unfortunately, I would not be surprised if it continues, because as I said, the problem exists in the fact that modern education, especially colleges, but you're seeing it in high schools now too, especially public education, are starting to indoctrinate kids to believe certain things. Those kids are graduating, going into high level positions. Many of them becoming teachers themselves. So it's kind of this self-perpetuating issue that needs to be addressed. But how do you stop it unless we are the ones that try and take over education and things like that? Ludo is thick. He is definitely part of Thick Fam. Hypern says, a great reason why I'm not going to college. Well, I mean, that's also the thing right there. College is not meant for everybody. There are certain people that... I love this line. Sorry. Should you need us, I'll call. Oh, friendship. Oh, the friendship. But anyway, college is not meant for everybody. Oh my god, guys. This might actually be my... I love Dance Magic Dance, but this song gets very close to Dance Magic Dance for me. Just because it's just... And also the stairs and the effects. Yes. You turn my world, you precious thing. Exhausting. Everything I've done for you. This. Move the stars for no one. Oh, it's such a cool effect. I love it every time. You've run so long. You've run so far. This, when he gets pulled back up. So cool. Your eyes can be so cruel. Just as I can be so cruel. Though I do believe in you. Yes, I do. Live without your sunlight. Live without your heartbeat. I can't live within you. Ah, I love it. Anyway, getting back to the chat. Sorry, I just love that song so much. And then, oh, the music that follows it. Sorry. I'm loving it. 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 Let's see. A great reason why I'm not going to college. So yeah, so it's not meant for everybody. Greta says the Upside Down room in the Goblin City is directly inspired by a drawing by M.C. Exner entitled Relativity, which can be seen in Sarah's room at the beginning of the film. Interesting. I love it. I mean, it's brilliant. The set design and production design for this entire sequence of the chasing of the baby is absolutely brilliant and gorgeous. Hypen, who's the youngest Asgardian here? Do you know, honestly? Honestly, I don't know. If any of my students are watching, probably them. Will Gentry says, Odin, you can only change that by having a government-mandated syllabus that is enforced draconianly. Not necessarily. I think that if we ourselves want the change to happen, we can make it to happen. It would just obviously take some time. By the way, 2 minutes ago, Marcin, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. Welcome to the channel. I move the stars for no one within you, Peabody. Peabody, Odin and I have the soundtrack on LP. Nice. Such a good soundtrack. And once again, happy birthday to Mr. Peabody. Everybody, please send your birthday wishes to Peabody in the chat. Leap of faith. See, even this, I think for the 1980s, that's pretty good. Much better use of green screen than in that atrocious fire one. And another soft landing. So many soft. Oh my god. Also, this entire, with everything floating around and broken. Ah, yes. Jareth. Still rocking the bulge. Give me the child. Look at that bulge. I have been generous up until now, but I can be cruel. Everything. Greta, Toby's name was Freddy in the early drafts of the story. The baby's name was changed because the infant Toby, Frode, would only react to his own name. Interesting. I have reordered time. I have turned the world upside down, and I have done it all for you. I'm exhausted for living up to your expectations of me. Isn't that generous? Such a great line. Happened. Random question. Any movie that is good that doesn't involve character arcs? By the way, sorry for the non-stop questions if you don't mind. No problem at all. Not that I can think of at the top of my mind. Most have them. It's kind of part of the story. Will Gentry says, yeah, the other way you could do it is if it follows the PTAs got together and the parents insisted on it. Yeah, that's true too. But also, keep this in mind. There's been a huge movement. Look what I'm offering you. Your dreams. There's been a huge movement to homeschooling. So that also you could see a huge shift in. I ask for so little. Just let me rule you. This scene is always so good. Just do what I say, and I will be your slave. Doesn't make any sense, but I still love it. Peabody says, thank you again. Where else would be than by friends around my birthday? Sounds good, Peabody. Have no power over me. You have no power over me. Also, this transition with the falling, with the... Yes, with the clothes... The transition back into the owl is fantastic. Lord of the Buffer. Sorry, man. Perth Comics, Mad Max Fury Road doesn't have a character arc for Max. It does. It's just not the best one. It's not a very good character arc, but it is a character arc nonetheless. He goes from not wanting to help the girls to wanting to help them because he starts to understand them. So that is a character arc, just not a very good one. Yeah, the CGI on the owl, still not the best, but a little bit better. Oh, so good. Oh my god, I love this movie. And plus, the scene that will make me maybe tear up, depends on my mood, is the very end scene. Because it's childhood. To me, it's childhood. Will Gentry says, Odin, yeah, I presume it's a huge movement to homeschooling because parents don't want their kids indoctrinated. That is very true. Greta says, the original script ended with Sarah punching and kicking Jareth, then watching him shrink down until he becomes a small sniveling goblin. Oh! I'm kind of glad it didn't end that way because I think this one's a little bit more magical. And I think it just fits the mood of the film much better. But still would have been cool. Hyperd says, Back to the Future character arcs? Back to the Future has character arcs? What are you talking about? Of course it has character arcs. Again, it's impossible to have a story without character arcs. Even The Room has character arcs. It's very hard to have it otherwise. Like, basically, unless it's like an avant-garde film that doesn't have characters, I can't think of anything that would not actually have any character arcs whatsoever. Perth Comics says, Mad Max never wants to help, but helps. That's who he is, so no new arc, in my opinion. It's still an arc, though. Like, again, it's a character that does one thing that changes to another. Ah, this scene right here. Oh, don't take down the Bowie picture. As my dog knocks over the trash can. I'll have to take care of it later. I can't reach. Steph says, being a child of divorce, when a child is introduced, it's hard, but now have to share your parent. Yeah. Oh, Cats is represented there. Goodbye, Sarah. Should you need us? I need you, Hoggle. Sorry, guys. Also, I love that very clear cut. I love it. And it's so true. At every moment in your life, for no reason at all, I need you. And it's so true. Like, we need our imagination for sometimes no reason at all other than just to have an imagination. I love it. It gets me every time. I say, does anyone here want to play a game of Scrabble? Oh, Goblin King isn't invited to the party. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's why I love this movie. It's got, you remind me of the babe with the power. Power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe. Dum, bum, dun, dun, dun. Get me out of here. Ah, I love it. Well, y'all can go ahead and listen to the end soundtrack all you want because it's so good. I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Well, thank you guys for putting up with the crazy YouTube nonsense. And also for the people that are losing the stream, I will change the bitrate. My Valkyrie will remind me to change the bitrate before our next stream, so that way we will not have that issue in the first place. That explains a lot, because I guarantee you the others probably don't have the bitrate nearly as high. Glad I found this while I did, because River is tearing to pieces a bag. So let me go ahead and fix this trash can. You're a menace. Don't worry, I'm not going to wish the goblins take you away because I love you. Greta says, last trivia of the night, final feature film directed by Jim Henson. No! Oh, that makes me really sad. Oh, no. Rest in peace, Jim Henson. Rest in peace, of course, David Bowie. Will Gentry says, Marty learns not to always react when people call him chicken. He doesn't crash into the Rolls Royce at the end. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No, it was River that was causing all that nonsense. But yes, Willow is always so adorable in the background because, you know, she's just amazing. So, and it's so funny because I've had so many people leave comments on my videos saying, I love your dogs. I watch your video for your dogs. It really is such a great movie. But anyway, let's see. Is this the... No, let's... Can I get the... Yes, I can. Paste and go. Access denied. Sign in. Continue with Google. Let's see. We got 30 responses so far. So guys, if you have not done so already, click on the link that Heimdall will post. Heimdall has been posting it all night. If you want to vote for the Odin's Movie Blog Wednesday Raven Awards, please let your nominations and nominees come from you. It's open to anybody. You can fill in as many or as little categories as you want. And there's really no restrictions. So please go ahead and fill it out. And actually, let me go ahead and I'll post the link right now to it as I close that window. And I'll have to go into here, control, streamer accounts, boom. All right, guys, so I just posted the link. So go ahead and vote there if you want to put your voice in there and have your voice be heard. Let's see. Hybrid says, throw her a chicken shell. Throw her a chicken. She'll love it. She would love a chicken. You're right about that. She's put her head down, so I think she's thinking about what she said. Let's see. Greta says, why is it called the Wednesday Raven Awards? So it actually came about. Good question. It actually came about because of Tina and Steph, who I was asking for some advice about. You know, I want to do an award show. What should I name it? And I think it was Tina who had recommended the Wednesdays, because Wednesday is actually a derivative, or comes from Woden's Day, which is a derivative of Odin. So Woden is a Germanic representation of the god Odin, and so therefore that's actually where we get Wednesday from. Same reason why Thursday actually comes from Thor's Day, and that's the reason why they're right next to each other as well, and why Wednesday comes first. Interesting. So anyway, that's where it started off, and of course Odin's Ravens, and I decided, you know what, instead of just calling it the Wednesday Awards, I want to call it the Wednesday Raven Awards, so that way when we do give out our awards, the Raven will go to the winner. So that's the reason why it's the Wednesday Raven Awards, and also now we can call it the WRAs, because they're the Wednesday Raven Awards. So 3 letters is really good, and yeah, I'm a nerd like that, so definitely join us, Greg. I know that you'll probably want to watch the Oscars, but, you know, you might want to stay tuned on that night for us, because we will be live streaming in boycott of the Oscars. Where's the link on Twitter? I just posted it, so it's the link that Odin's Movie Vlog just posted. Tina says, I want to watch a few of the movies from 2018 before I vote. Hard to judge when I saw 2 2018 movies. Damn, not fair to award Infinity War every good award. Yeah, that's true. Infinity War is definitely running ramshot with, like, so much support, and again, I have no problem with that, because it's obviously what most people saw. But It's a Trap says, I cannot wait for the movie awards. I'll actually get some popcorn for it, my lord. Awesome. It's a Trap. Yeah, I definitely need to get some popcorn. Actually, you know what, I need to figure out, am I gonna wear a suit? Am I gonna dress nice? Am I gonna wear the hat? Am I gonna do something else? I don't know yet. Probably wear the hat, probably wear a suit, dress fancy. Dress all nice and fancy. Greta says, Odin, I'll have both y'all and the Oscars. Well, I appreciate that. Our awards are going to be so much more fair, and we'll have better winners. And guess what? We also will not have any of the ridiculous political speeches either, which is going to be fantastic. So, all right, guys. So it is currently 9:12, and we've been streaming for about 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's a Trap says, dressed like Odin from the Thor movies. If I had the ability, if I had the costume design, I would. But I am terrible at doing costumes in general. So, let's see. So yeah, YouTube, you were no help. Have your subscribers send screenshots. No, just fix the problem. How about that? How about you just fix the problem? Please. Okay. Please. Spray your beard white. I could do that. You're right. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to my patrons, though, before we start to wrap things up for the night. So a huge shout out to all of my patrons: A Grey Jedi, Adam Shawhan, Dave Bob, Delete System 32, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank of the Shawhan Weird Dog Clan, Greta Zenner, Harold Francis, The Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, Inflamed Wood, It's a Trap Productions, Jason Clark, Jeffrey Toon, Claffus, Laura Story, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Beebody and his evil twin, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, The DJD Show, Those Two Ball Guys, Tina B, and Wolfgang Lounge. Thank you very much for being patrons, and appreciate you. Tina says, are we voting for a movie for the week after next week? No movie vote for 2 weeks from now. Yes, we will, but I just wanted to get them out there first. Don't worry, I didn't forget, guys. I did not forget. Don't worry. So, guys, let me hear some genre recommendations as I get the straw poll ready. So, what are some genres? I love being on World Class BS, just watching you while you watch. So, oh, nice. Yes, guys, so don't forget, next week we're going to be watching 12 Angry Men. So next week, 12 Angry Men, fantastic film. If you've never seen it before, it is one of the best films of all time. in my top 3 favorite films of all time every single time someone asks me, and it's great. But let's go ahead and get a genre for 2 weeks from tonight. And let me go ahead and get the straw poll ready. So if you've never done this before, we'll pick a genre. And then once a genre is chosen, we will pick a movie from that genre. MCU films. I like that. MCU films. It's a good option. It's a very, very good option. Classic sci-fi. See that from Daybob. Classic sci-fi. See, Greta, 1960s musicals. That's very specific. What musicals are from the 1960s? I feel like you're trying to limit it to just a movie. Exozone is tomorrow. Let's see. I'm gonna say West Side Story is the only one I can think of. Steve Martin movies, The Jerk. All right, Steve Martin. I'll take that as a genre. Steve Martin. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. And Western. Fine, I'll put Westerns. I don't like Westerns, but I'll put them because you put them. All right, we'll have 5 genres to choose from. So you'll be able to pick one. And let me see. All right, the poll is there. And let me go ahead and so guys, don't ask me where. Oh my gosh, where's the poll? Where can I find it? The link that I'm gonna spam you guys with now is where you can vote. So go ahead and vote here at this poll, the one that I'm spamming you with. Vote at this poll. Where is the straw? It's all right. There we go. Done. All right, that's it. That poll right there. Click on that link. Click on that link and vote. And if any of you say, what poll? I'm going to choose to ignore you. I'm going to choose to ignore you instead. And view results. Ooh, we got 6 votes. We got 6 votes total. Where is the where? Oh, how dare you? You click on the link and you vote, Brad. Lord, y'all are... Classic sci-fi is winning. No one's voting for MCU films. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Again, guys, you only get to vote 1 time. It is restricted to 1 computer per vote. So 9 people voted. There were, what, 20 people voting? I mean, 20 people that are here. So we should have at least 20 votes, guys. It's not rigged. You can actually see the poll right now. I'm refreshing it. There's only 9 people who voted so far. This is totally tweaking. Tweaking? What am I tweaking? I'm not tweaking anything. You can see it for yourselves. Will Gentry says, we've all seen all the MCU films fairly recently. That's true. Then why did someone recommend it? Right now, classic sci-fi is ahead with 5 votes. Westerns 2, 1960s musicals 1, Steve Martin 1, 10 votes. All right, now MCU has a vote. Looks like classic sci-fi might end up being the winner. Hound 3000, go up through the chat to the links that I spam the chat with. Lord, y'all are helpless. It would help if you watched the stream the whole time. Oh, this. Just make sure that people are actually voting. But I say, this doesn't tweak anything. Straw is itchy. I voted for classic sci-fi, my lord. Very cool. Very cool. All right. I'm going to give y'all a couple more minutes, maybe a minute. Because at this point, you should have clicked on the link. Big Daddy Sunbeam says, 2001: A Space Odyssey, if the stream can handle it. Oh my god, that would be way too long, but it probably will end up getting nominated nonetheless. Hyperin, I took the survey. Nice, Hyperin. Cannot wait to see. Cannot wait to see what's there. I'm going to do this one more time. Lord, y'all are hopeless. Vote here. The link right here. That link right there. Straw poll. Oh, Lord, I get to do this one more time. 13 votes. Looks like classic sci-fi is going to end up taking the victory, stealing the victory, as Brad would say, because Nothing is legit in Brad's eyes. Steph voted for Steve Martin. Nice. It's a very good choice. Strap says, I nominate the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, which inspired the creation of Godzilla. Interesting. That's very interesting. Thank you, Tina. Odin of classic sci-fi wins. What are the requirements? It has to be a sci-fi movie and it has to be a classic. I would take modern classics. Pre-2000 would be, I think, my cutoff for as far as years go. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Stevie says, you was smart, you was kind, you was important. I actually really like that movie. In fact, one of the first podcast episodes I ever did, and it's not available anywhere. I mean, it's available in certain... I forgot where I posted it, but I did a podcast episode review of The Help. And man, oh man, I remember I was recording it. I was still at my parents' house, and I recorded it with headphones, and it was an Apple microphone because it was the best microphone that I had quality-wise. So, all right, guys, so classic sci-fi is indeed the winner. So let me hear some recommendations for classic sci-fi. Pick one. So, Forbidden Planet. Is that sci-fi? Phantom Menace. It's before 2000. I will take it because that would be a hilarious one to watch. 2001 Space Odyssey. Good God. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But, oh, my God. They would just be so... Aliens. We've already seen Aliens. Alien we've never seen. So, Alien, singular, the first one we haven't seen yet. I think, yeah. Clockwork Orange, I wouldn't consider that sci-fi. Forbidden Planet is classic sci-fi, okay. Forbidden Planets. Akira? Is Akira sci-fi? I don't know. I've never actually seen Akira, so I wouldn't know. So let me get some confirmation from the chat. Damn it, Janet. Star Wars. It is anime sci-fi, I guess. All right, Perth says it is, so Akira will get up there as well. All right, cool. We do have a Star Wars movie on there, so we do have Phantom Menace on there. So, is Flash Gordon sci-fi? I guess it would be, right? Gordon's alive? Yeah, the first Alien. Not Star Wars. Fun with something else for a change. The Matrix, that's not pre-2000, I don't think. Right? I'm not sure. Is Flash Gordon sci-fi? That might be the number 6 slot. All right, Flash Gordon will be on there. It was 99. All right, well, I mean, keep in mind, like, oh, yeah, there's 24 people watching, and only 10 of you vote, so we're only going to have 6 slots. So don't worry if your film did not get chosen. It will happen in the future, so only 1 vote. All right. So let me go ahead and spam you all once again. So here is the poll, guys. Let your voice be heard. Again, you can only choose one, so choose very, very carefully. Okay, I'm only going to do this one time. And if you ask, where's the link? Where's the link? I'm spamming it right now. Where was the link? Go up to where I spammed the link. And now my Valkyrie have it, so now they can help me out. All right. Oh, boy. I have to choose one. Oh, boy. Oh, Phantom Menace. Good God. Prequel. 2001 Space Odyssey is probably the best one on this list. I've never seen Flash Gordon. I've never seen Akira. I've never seen Forbidden Planet. And Alien is a good movie. I'm going to go Flash. 12 votes. All right, we got more people voting here, it looks like, than from the entire... 2001 Space Odyssey doesn't have a single vote. Oh, my God. I kind of hope Phantom Menace wins, though, to be honest, because it'd be hilarious to see Phantom Menace beat Alien, Flash Gordon, Forbidden Planet, Akira, and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Alien is a good movie. Flash, savior of the universe. Big Daddy Some says 2001 is the best, but maybe too long, as the Allfather says. Yeah, seriously, especially for Saturday nights, since I have to get up early in the morning for mass. G Monkey says Ted would be very proud of you. Hyman says pod racing to rule them all. Will Gentry says if you've never seen Flash, you have to watch it. I mean, it's definitely one that I know is gonna win at some point. But let's see. Ooh, looks like Flash is gonna win by 3 votes against the Phantom Menace. Though there's a lot of love for the Phantom Menace, it seems. So, Jar Jar Binks is the reason we have Empire. That is true. That is very true. Flash is fantastic. That's what I keep hearing. So, it's definitely, again, as I said, been on my list of movies to watch. Forbidden Planet was one of the first sci-fi movies that had big budget. All right. I mean, again, Daybob, I feel like you recommend that one a lot, so don't worry. We still got plenty of weeks left in the year for that movie to win. So I'm not hyped for Flash, says Big Daddy. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Should I do another vote with less options? Should I do another vote with less options? This is where all the people who are going to claim cheating. Hype is dead since 2008. One more vote says it's a trap. Mary says yes. I can't wait to see this. This is gonna be funny. No, you're cheating. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm just doing the will of the people. Okay with me. No, the vote should stand. Just my opinion. Go with top 3. G Monkey says no. Don't believe the hype. All right, seems pretty split right now. I like your, but the problem is that there is no top 3 because there's a tie right now. So, Flash Gordon has 5, Phantom Menace 2, Alien 2, Forbidden Planet 2, Akira 1. Let's vote on the revote. Screw it. Let's do. But someone who's be like, who keeps making these random polls? All right, guys, so there's going to be a vote on the revote. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is going to be a vote on the revote. All right, guys, make your voice heard. Should there be a revote, yes or no? It's Florida all over again. All right, should there be a vote on the revote? Hanging chads, it's a nightmare. Oh man, I'm gonna say yes. Oh, the no. Oh, the no's are the green and the yeses are the reds. So, oh man. Now is your time. Speaking of no, who has to say the best, Luke Caesar, or Frodo? Speaking of no, who says it? Okay, who says it best, Luke, Caesar, or Frodo? Ooh, yeah, because you mean Caesar from the newer Planet of the Apes movies. Each one's so different. It's hard for me to say. I like each for different reasons. So you must get Odin under control. I gotta get with Luke. Yeah, I mean Luke's. I don't know. 7-4. Let your voice be heard. Should there be a revote? Right now it's 7-4 with 11 votes, and there's more of you in the chat. So if you're watching right now and you've just been sitting back not wanting to vote, now is your time to piss a lot of people off by voting yes. I'm gonna post the link again. No, it's not possible. All right, guys, that's the last time I'm gonna post it. Oh, this is great. Don't say a thing if you don't vote. Yeah, seriously. You have no place to speak if you don't vote on the revote. No, it's not possible. Only 11 votes in. Y'all are so weird with this. It doesn't make any sense. This is democracy in action. You're right. This just doesn't make any sense to me. Why so many of y'all are here and yet y'all don't vote? Let's see. How many people are according to... So Heimdall tells me there's 21 people here, but only 11 of you voted. What is stopping you from voting, guys? Like, seriously. And my guilt tripping is not working because it's still only 11 votes. I don't get it. Seriously, guys, vote. There's 20 of you here. Already voted, brother. They do not know the way. They do not know the way. This is true. 13 votes. 8-5. Come on, guys. Come on. There's 7 of you still here that have not voted yet. Let your voice be heard. This is just too funny for me. Yep, I got the Shindig shirt on. So, Chuck Wendig, it says, if you have not been blocked by Chuck Wendig on Twitter, you're doing something wrong. Because it's true. Do a straw poll. No the way or not no the way. Actually, I should do a poll. Should there be a revote on the revote? Oh, man. Seriously, guys. There's 20 of you in here. And there's only 13 votes. What is your problem? Let your voice be heard. Let the chaos reign. I live in a blue state. I have no chance. In this one, you do, okay? There's only 20 people voting. You have more than a chance. It's like, are you sure? Are you really sure? I do not want this to go to the Supreme Court for a final decision. Well, you're on the Supreme Court of Asgard, Tina, so... Owen of Asgandalf say, you shall not vote! Also, guys, just as you're considering your vote, because you should vote, just look right here. Right here on the screen. This little cutie right here wants you to vote. She's dreaming of you voting. Okay? She's dreaming of you voting. We can't do the Supreme Court because the vote is not that close. What if it's a tie? Tie then goes to tie would then go to the yeses. Because I would be the tie break as in the Senate. Yeah, you're on the Supreme Court of here. I know, seriously, who could resist that cute little adorable puppy face? In fact, oh wait. No, wait, that's not it. Hold on, guys. I think there's a way for me. Hold on, this could be really good. This could be really good. Where is my is this the one? No, that's different. Window capture video. Is there a way for me? How? Oh, there used to be a way that you could zoom in. How do I zoom in here? Can I zoom in? Transform. Group. Filters. There's a face mask plugin. Noise gate, compressor, sharpen. There's a sharpen one. Crop. Done. Nope. That doesn't work. I don't know what that's doing. I don't think it does anything. Oh well. All right, let's see. Seriously, guys, y'all are oh, you're so lame. Oh, I'm gonna watch your stream, but I'm not gonna vote. I'm not gonna let my voice be heard. 8-5. What is happening? I don't know what's happening. I was trying to zoom the camera in on the little baby, but she's moved now, so now it would be fruitless. But anyway, guys, so the no vote stands. So Flash Gordon is indeed the official winner. So congratulations to Flash Gordon. You are going to be the movie that we watch So congratulations. Congratulations. What? Oh my goodness. My thing is freaking out. Hold on. Hybrid says, you should have put the best comedy for the survey. I would have put Green Book. Green Book is actually a really great comedy, right? Greta says, Star Wars channel never wants to watch Star Wars. I know, it's interesting, right? Like, the people who sub to the channel tend to be usually people that vote for Star Wars content. And yet, whenever Star Wars is on the table, they, like, never vote for it. It's always very interesting. So, yes, indeed, Flash Gordon is the winner. MCOC Josh, what is going on, bro? Flash, Masters of the Universe. Also, guys, again, please, you have not voted in the survey, please do. We've gone up 2 surveys at this point, and to no surprise, Infinity War is definitely up there, and it's great. But there's also some new ones up here. Cool. So yeah, this is gonna be up for another like couple weeks, guys, because obviously the Oscars don't come out till towards the end of February, so we still got some time left. But yeah, let your voice be heard in that survey. Also, as Heimdall posted, buy a shirt, guys. Talk to Greta has a shirt. Talk to also Steph. She has a shirt as well, and Peabody, whose birthday it is today. Wish him first a happy birthday, but then also ask him about his shirt because he loves it and he wants more people to get one. So go ahead and go to the Teespring. It ships all over the world and it is reasonably priced, I would say. I try to get it as cheap as I possibly could while also being able to support the channel. So they're $13 for a basic shirt, $16 for a premium shirt, and the premium shirt is really soft. It's really nice, and also it's long, which I personally like because I like long t-shirts. So this one is actually a long shirt, and I love it. It says, gotta get going. Have a good night, everyone. I've got to get going as well. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching. You've been amazing and beautiful people. Seriously, thank you again. Thank you again to the patrons who I've shouted out a couple times on this stream. And, guys, please join us. So next week, next Saturday, we're doing 12 Angry Men. Yes, that's right, 12 Angry Men. Yeah, that's right. Don't get salty with me. All right? It's men, and it's going to stay men. If you try and change it, too bad. It's 12 Angry Men. So we're going to start with that next week. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to be doing Flash Gordon, which will be a movie I've never seen before. So it's great. Hyper says, next time, let's vote for bad movies. Hey, you can recommend that as a category. And if it wins, then we'll pick bad movies. And it's going to be fantastic because it's going to be great. Yes, Steph, thank you very much. Big Daddy Sunbeam, great stream as always. See you Monday. See you Monday. Yes, indeed. So, guys, the next time I will be on officially is Monday and Tuesday. And if you don't know the stream schedule, Monday and Tuesday, and then Saturdays. And every now and then there might be a random stream that I might either partake in or I might do on the channel if there's something going on. So make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you press the bell icon so that way you can get notified every time I post a new video and also when I go live. Though, of course, if YouTube ever decides just to not fix itself, which apparently it does, then you might not get it. But hey, try it. Hybrid says, Michael Corleone, what's most important to me is that I have a guarantee no more spent on my Odin t-shirt. Mary, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been great to have you here. Hope that you've enjoyed the beard. Perth Comics says, thanks, Odin, no problem. Good night, Hyperin. Peabody, but if worldwide, get an American friend, send them money to save on postage. Yes, that's right, Peabody. Very, very true. MCOC, forgot to tell you, Odin, how much I love your logo. Well, thank you very much. And also, give a shout out to Freya, my wife. She is the one that designed the logo, and she's very, very talented. So, shout out to Freya, who is amazing. Amazing and beautiful. It's a Trap Production says, if we're doing bad movies, I'm not in Battlefield Earth. Hey, if it wins, it wins. And it sounds like everyone's on that bad movie hype train. So remember that next Saturday, guys. Remember that for next Saturday, because if you put that out there, it's going to go on as a nomination for a genre. And if it wins, then you can put any bad movie you want. And The Room will definitely be at play there at that point. JKD Buck, you have a good night as well. Go Freya. Damn right, go Freya. And I will let her know that you all appreciate the logo. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. You have really been great. It's always great to come back to this channel. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours, and it doesn't even feel like 3 hours because of how much fun y'all have made it. So thank you all so much. You're all amazing and beautiful people. Peabody, go ahead and jump on Discord, and I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday before I go to bed. But I want to make sure to talk to you to wish you a happy birthday. So the Patreon only stream, that's where I'll be. MCOC, you have a good night. G Monkey, but Last Jedi could win. No. no. It might get nominated because it is a terrible film, but let's be honest. Is anyone going to actually vote to watch the movie? No, probably not. All right, anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. You have all been amazing and beautiful people. Thank you all so much. Seriously, guys, you all rock. And speaking of rock, let's rock this joint.